Record. So anong working equation natin for Faraday's law? Ha? Okay. Okay. Para masanay na rin kayo, no? Kasi physics mo yung, well, physics kayo ngayon, physics yung karamihan, rate of change of flux. Okay, kasi pag sinabi yung negative derivative, it's mathematical. Pero pag sinabi yung rate of change, yun yung interpretation niya in terms of physics. Okay? So rate of change ng flux, meaning as a function of time, meaning yung ano, yung speed ng flux as a function of time. And how you determine yung ano, yung anong tawag dito, yung direction in this case? Yes. So how do you use yung right hand rule? Of course, nandiyan yung right hand rule. Diba, pag sasagot kayo, kailangan kumpleto. Alam niyo yun, pag tinanong kayo sa exam, how do you determine the direction? Pag sinagot yung right hand rule, walang sense yun, di ba? How do you use the right hand? Like, wala ring sense yun pag sinulat yung mas lalong walang sense talaga pag gumagana. Anong ginagawa niya? So, paano yung gagamitin ng right hand rule to determine yung ano, vector? Ah,
Where the EMF goes, but opposite.
dahil sa negative sign. Okay. Okay, good. So, yun yung ginagamit natin na, ano, na method para i-determine yung direction ng hindi. Yun yung area vector. Same. Yung area vector ay normal dun sa plane. Ah, yes. Perpendicular or normal. Yes. Okay. So, tignan natin sa example kung ma-apply natin ito. Magnitude and direction of an induced EMF. So, a 500 loop circular wire coil with radius 4 centimeters is placed between the poles of a large electromagnet. So yung dalawa na to, yan yung poles ng electromagnet at yung magnetic field goes from left to right as indicated in the figure. Okay, so magnetic field is uniform and makes an angle of 60 degrees with the plane of the coil. So yung coil dito ay stationary, it has an angle, yung area vector ng coil na yon has an angle of 60 degrees with respect, yung coil mismo has an angle of 60 degrees with respect to the magnetic field. And nagdi-decrease yung tawag dito, magnetic field ng 0.200 Tesla per second. Okay, tingnan lang natin kung naintindihan niyo itong nangyayari dito. May conflict ba between magnetic field is uniform tsaka nagdi-decrease siya ng 0.200 Tesla per second? Kasi nagde-decrease siya, di ba? Tapos sabi uniform. May conflict ba yung dalawang ideas na yan? Ano bang ibig sabihin pag uniform? Yes. So across the whole area, isa lang yung value ng magnetic field. Pero that value changes. Consistently dun sa buong field. And yung change ng value is 0.200 Tesla per second. Actually, it's negative 0.200 Tesla per second kasi nagdi-decrease yung magnetic field. Okay? So what are the magnitude and direction of the induced EMF? So using yung equation for Faraday's law, alam natin na pwede natin itong isulat as negative d dt ng b dot A. In this case, ang nagbabago rito ay yung magnetic field. So we have the rate of change of the magnetic field dotted to the area vector. Okay? And from the figure, okay, so dB dt A, ano yung angle between them? Angle between the magnetic field and the area vector. So from the figure, it's 30 degrees. So yung plane ng loop is 60, pero yung area vector which is perpendicular do sa plane ng loop, yun yung nakaturo doon. Okay? So 30 degrees siya with respect to the magnetic field. Okay? So, yan yung, so ibig sabihin, cosine ng 30 degrees. So pag pinlagi na natin yung alam natin, so this is negative 0.200 Tesla per second times yung area. Anong area dito? Radius is ililipat ko lang dito sa baba kasi kulang sa space. So negative dB dt, negative 0.200 Tesla per second times pi times 0.04 meter squared. Okay, so yan yung area times cosine ng 30 degrees. Pero meron kang 500 loops, so lalagyan natin ito ng 500. Okay, multiply natin by 500 kasi 500 yung number ng loops. Okay? Okay, so ang magiging sagot dito ay 0.435 volts. Okay, so base sa figure, ano ang direction ng current na mapoproduce? Hindi. Tuturo niyo yung thumb niyo sa area vector. Diba? Yun yung area vector. Diba? Tama? Okay? Tapos, i-curl nyo ngayon, di ba? Pag kinurl nyo, anong direction ng current dyan sa side ng loop na yan nakikita natin? Dito lang sa cross-sectional area, sa side view ng loop. Pag ganyan, di ba? Tama? Tama ba? Okay. Bakit hindi natin i-apply yung negative sign? Kasi decreasing yung magnetic field. Okay? Okay? So, in other words, pag dinrowing natin, yung current is in this direction. Okay? So, yan yung para sa problem na to. Any questions? Or clarifications? Yes.
The magnetic unit is Tesla,
Yes.
but we inputted Tesla over some.
Kasi ang rate of change ng magnetic field yung so dB dt. Sure. So dito, ituturo niyo yung thumb niyo dun sa A, ba? I-curl niyo ngayon yan. Tapos, imagine niyo na ito ay, di ba, sa loop siya, circle siya ganun, right? Pero dito sa view na to, na nakikita natin, sa side view, ang direction niya is pa ganyan. Okay, same direction as sa pag-curve. Di ba? Nakikita niyo naman kung paano po kinurve, di ba? So, pababa. Okay, now, bakit hindi natin in-apply yung negative sign? We can apply the negative sign. It's fine. So, sabihin natin na gagawin siya. Kasi negative din yung dB/dt eh. Di ba? So, babalik na rin ba? Okay? Okay? Okay ba yun? Okay.
Negative na yung original first equation natin, negative yung yung rate of change.
Yes.
So,
Dahil decreasing.
dahil decreasing na
Yes.
so we must take note kung sa sign ng ano yung rate of
Right.
or the sign.
Right. May isa pang explanation dyan, pero Mamaya natin i-discuss after ng ibang examples. Okay, now dito sa example na to, pinapakita na stationary yung loop. Okay, pero may mga instances na kung saan yung loop na to ay pwedeng mag-rotate. Okay? Yun yung next na example. And nagro-rotate yung loop dito. Okay, as it rotates, nagbabago yung cross-sectional area na nakikita ng magnetic field. Okay? So this is actually how a generator works. So meron kang alternator na nagbabago yung may loop tapos nagbabago yung area with respect to the magnetic field. Naintindihan niyo naman yung sinasabi ko na pag nagbabago yung area na nakikita ng magnetic field, right? Right? Okay. Sige. So dito, this is a simple alternator or generator, a device that generates an EMF. So a rectangular loop is rotated with constant angular speed omega, okay, about the axis shown. Okay, so yun yung loop at yun yung omega sa direction, sa sa clockwise na direction. Okay? And then yan yung rotation ng loop. The magnetic field B is uniform and constant. At time t equals 0, phi equals 0, determine the induced EMF. So, in this case, okay, ganyan yung system. Siyempre, gagamitin pa rin natin yung ating equation, rate of change ng flux. Pero dito, since constant ang magnetic field at uniform throughout the area, throughout the region, ang nagbabago rito ay yung area. Okay? So paano ngayon nagbabago yung area? How does it ano yung tawag dito? How do we describe yung pagbago ng area na yon? Okay, so we write first yung flux. Okay, kasi yung flux incorporates yung area. So flux is B dot A. And if you take the time rate of change of the flux, okay, this is B dot dA dt. Okay, again, yung B dito is constant and uniform. So dA dt, yun yung nagbabago nung area. Yun yung nagbabago na nakikita na area ng flux. Okay, and this is also B dA dt times cosine ng theta, where theta is the angle between B and A. Now, if you take a look at this figure again, andyan yung, ginamit niya rito na angle ay phi. So, sundin natin yun. So, phi. Okay, so yan yung phi. Okay? And as it rotates, yung phi na yan ay nagbabago. Right? Okay. So pwedeng ngayon yung phi is 90 and then as it rotates clockwise, after some time magiging 180 siya, tapos magiging 270 and then magiging 0 ulit. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay? And yung phi na yan ay related dun sa omega. Tama? Kasi so related siya dun sa angular velocity. So how is it related? Okay? Yung phi is what? Ano bang tawag natin sa phi? Ha? Anong tawag natin sa omega? Angular velocity. Anong tawag natin sa phi? Or angular displacement. Angular displacement. Okay? Mas cool yun kaysa angle, no? Okay. How are they related? Yung angular displacement, how is it related to the angular velocity? Ha? Velocity is a derivative of displacement. Okay, so paano sila related? Okay, so omega is equal to d phi dt. Okay, pero if it's constantly rotating, okay, pag constant yung rotation, roughly it's phi equals omega t. Tama? Ganyan din naman ganyan naman yung ano nyo eh. Ganyan naman yung anong tawag dito? Equation of motion nyo sa angular motion, di ba? Kung naalala nyo, phi is equal to phi naught plus omega t plus 1/2 alpha t squared. Pero hindi naman siya nag-accelerate, di ba? Constant yung motion niya. So alpha is 0. Ang matitira is this if we set this to 0. Phi is equal to omega t. Diba? So this is b dA dt cosine ng omega t. Okay? Now, yun yung pagbabago nung area. So actually, we are taking the derivative of the area. Okay, kasi di ba nagbabago yung area, right? And yung pagbabago niya ay nagde-depend dun sa omega. So kailangan mong i-factor in yun dun sa equation. So this will be, anong derivative ng cosine? And then may omega ka pa dun, di ba? Sorry. If this is negative, okay, sorry, ulitin natin. So this will be B and then A times sine omega t. Right? So yung EMF natin ngayon is the negative rate of change of the flux. So this will become BA, sorry, nakalimutan ko tong omega dito sa harap. So omega BA sine omega t. So ito ngayon yung yan ngayon yung EMF na nag-generate nung generator or nung alternator. Now, you notice na yung EMF is sinusoidally varying. Okay, kaya dito sa graph, okay, yung blue, yung brown bang kulay na yan? Brown. So yung brown ay, anong tawag dito? This is the graph of cosine, right? Okay, and yung blue ay yung graph nung sine. So nagbabari sinusoidally yung EMF. Okay, according dun sa blue na graph. Okay. So now we have what's called an alternating circuit. Okay. So from a DC circuit, we can generate an alternating circuit gamit ang tinatawag na alternator. Okay. So next example. So a DC generator and back EMF in a motor. So the alternator in the previous example, okay, produces a sinusoidally varying EMF and hence an alternating current. Okay, figure 29.10a, so yan nandiyan sa baba, okay, shows a direct current, a direct DC generator that produces an EMF that always has the same sign. Okay, the arrangement of split rings is called a commutator. The arrangement of split rings called the commutator reverses the connections to the external circuit at angular positions at which the EMF reverses. So figure 29.b shows the resulting EMF. So commercial DC generators have a large number of coils and commutator segments, smoothing out the bumps in the EMF so that the terminal voltage is not only one directional but also practically constant. This brush and commutator arrangement is the same as that in the direct current motor discussed in section 27.8. So the motor's back EMF is just the EMF induced by changing the magnetic flux to its rotating coil. Now, consider a motor with a square 500 turn coil, 10 centimeters on a side, and if the magnetic field has magnitude 0.200 Tesla, at what rotation speed is the average back EMF of the motor equal to 112 volts. Okay. So naintindihan niyo ba yung nangyayari? Of course not. So, first of all, nakita natin dito sa previous example na we can produce an alternating circuit. Okay? And the way to do that is to apply voltage dun sa A and B. Tapos, when you apply the voltage, mag-rotate siya. Okay? And yung rotation niya is described by this blue line. Okay? Yung mag-generate ng EMF is described by this blue line. So yeah. Okay. Now, we can generate this type of graph, okay, na kung saan yung blue line is always positive, okay, by doing this movement. Okay? Hindi ako nakikita ng mga ano eh. So, ang nangyayari is, after niya mag-rotate ng 180 degrees, magre-reverse siya ng rotation. Okay? So, ganun yung ginagawa niya. Okay? So, essentially, ang nangyayari is parating positive yung yung output na EMF. Okay? This configuration is actually called mga tawag dito. Mamaya, maalala ko yan. Kalimutan ko. Okay, pero yan. Now, if we have a motor with a square, so ang motor na diniscuss dito is yung figure dyan sa A. Ang coil is 10 centimeters on a side. So, ina-assume natin na square yan. Tapos yung magnetic field, nasa magnitude of 0.200 Tesla. At what rotation speed is the average back EMF of the motor equal to 112 volts. Okay, so ano daw yung rotation speed na kung saan yung motor ay equals 112 volts. Okay, so first, meron ditong tinatawag na average back EMF. How do you get the average EMF first? Alam natin na ang EMF is from yung previous na exercise, ang EMF is omega BA sine omega T. Okay? The only thing na nagbabari sa mga variables na to, definitely hindi omega kasi it's a constant value, constant yung rate, yung pag-rotate niya, constant din yung B, di ba? Sabi, yung A is constant, okay? Pero yung value ng area is constant, pero yung nakikita ng magnetic field is not constant. It's described by sine omega T. Okay? So, how do you get, so when you want to get the average of the EMF, you get the average actually of sine omega T. Okay? And mathematically, paano ba kayo kumukuha ng average? Yes. Pero ano yung i-add nyo? Diyan sa blue na curve. Yes, actually specific yung values nga. So itong value na to plus yung value na to plus yung value na yan plus yung value na yan. Isa-isahin niyo yan, 'di ba? Tapos i-divide niyo by the number of points. Okay? Kung discrete siya. Pero 'di ba ang ginagawa natin para maging from discrete to continuous, nag-integrate tayo. Tama? So integrate natin over yung buong time na yan. Yes. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So, omega BA integral ng sine omega T dt. Okay, now ano yung limits of integration? 0 to infinity, wala na, patay na tayo. Paano nyo evaluate yung cosine? Integral nito is cosine, di ba? Paano nyo evaluate yung cosine ng infinity? Hmm? Sige, so 0 to something. Yung ano, ibig sabihin period, di ba? Actually, ang period na dito ngayon is this, from this to this. Kasi remember, ang definition ng period is one cycle. Okay, so yung time na yan is already one cycle. Ang tanong lang is kung ano yung value ng cycle na yan in terms of the given quantities. Well, pi is not, anong tawag dito? Pi is not time. Kasi dapat ang integral nyo is t eh. Pi is angular displacement. Di ba? Pero how do you get the period from the angular displacement? Yes, so anong equation? Alam nyo ang angular velocity kasi given nga siya, di ba? Pi over the angular velocity. Yon. Pi over the angular velocity. Pero remember, we're taking the average, so we still need to divide this by yung buong period din, so we still divide this by pi over omega. Okay? So just for clarity, yung period is pi over omega.
So,
Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan kunin yung lahat na yan eh. 'Di ba? Kahit isang period lang sufficient na eh. 'Di ba? So yun na yung average niya. Yes. Yes. Yes.
There's sabi yung pi over angular velocity, angular displacement doon sa graphs.
Okay.
Yung isang ganun niya, sir? Or yung pinaka-crest or some crest?
Hindi. Yung reference mo ngayon yung brown. Yung brown ngayon, ang full cycle kasi ng brown is this. Yan yung buong cycle ng brown.
Yung buong pi over omega.
Yan yung pi. So, 0, pi, and then 2 pi. Yung displacement, displacement, hindi time. Remember this, yung axis kasi nito is ano. Di ba kasi, para ang gagawin niya, iikot lang siya ng 180 degrees eh. Ang ikot ng 180 degrees corresponds to pi. Okay? Okay? Pag ikot niyang pi, iikot ulit siya pabalik, and then iikot siya pabalik, di ba? So, ganun. Okay, now pag kinuha natin yung integral na yan, so integral ng sine omega t dt 0 to pi over omega, yan ay cosine omega t negative, tama ba? Tama ba? 0 to pi over omega. So, anong makukuha nating sagot dito? Equals sa negative cosine omega times pi over omega. Right? Minus negative cosine ng 0. Okay. So, cosine pi is negative 1 times negative sine, so 1. 1 minus negative 1, 2. Ay, nga, may over omega pala to after mo integrate. Tama, no? Tama. Over omega and then over omega. 2 over. Yan. So yung EMF natin ngayon is omega BA times yung average value niya na sorry, nakalimutan natin yung N dito kasi nga number of turns eh. Omega NBA. Sakto, may game. Times 2 over omega and then di-divide pa natin to by pi over omega or multiply natin to by omega over pi. Okay, so ang EMF ngayon is 2 omega NB NBA over pi. Yes. Talagang may action pa. Now, anong pinapahanap? Rotation speed if the back EMF is 112 volts. So omega is equal to pi E over 2 NBA. So omega is equal to pi times 112 volts over 2 times 500 turns times yung magnetic field na 0.200 Tesla times yung area na 0.10 meter squared. So ang omega ngayon is 176 radians per second. Okay, and if you want to convert this to number of rotations, okay, 1 revolution is 2 pi radians. So i-divide natin yan by yung 176 divide natin by 2 pi. Paki-divide nga. 176 divided by 2 pi.
Zero one.
28. 28 revolutions per second. Okay? So ngayon, na-imagine nyo kung gaano kabilis yung pag-ikot niya. 28 times per second.
Sir, 500 loops.
Ha?
500 loops.
Hindi, yan 500 loops na yan. Hindi lang kita dun sa ano. Hindi lang well represented ng figure. Pero yung loop na yan is already 500. Tapos umiikot pa siya.
Ayun.
500 times, 30 times per second. Okay, so ang bilis, di ba? Actually, every, hindi per second pala to, no? 30 times per second. Oh, pwede yun. Yes. So,
Per revolution, doesn't revolution mean a full like
yes.
so but this one doesn't do that. So does it have like this? Or just
Oo nga. Bali 60. Bali 60. Sorry. 30 siya, di ba? 30 revolutions per second or more, to be more exact, ano yun?
28.
28. So, ibig sabihin 56. So, 56 times siya mag-switch. Right, oo nga. Good point.
Is
Yes.
that physically possible?
Yes, of course.
I wonder what it looks like.
YouTube nyo na lang.
What does 28
Generator, DC generator. Yan. Okay, any questions? Okay, there's another type of generator which is called a slide wire generator. Okay, so ganito yung slide wire na generator. Okay, so first, meron ka nitong tawag dito. Meron ka nitong U-shape na conductor. So, itong yung dinodrawingan ko, yan yung U-shape na conductor. And on top of that, ay meron itong sliding na wire. So this part here slides. Okay, it can move in this direction or in this direction. Okay. So, yan yung nangyayari dyan. Okay, now, so we have a U-shaped conductor in a uniform magnetic field B perpendicular to the plane of the figure and directed into the page. Nakikita naman natin yung direction ng magnetic field, di ba? We lay a metal rod, the slide wire, with length L across the two arms of the conductor. Okay, as shown, forming a circuit and move it to the right with constant velocity v. Okay, so pagagalawin natin yung wire na yan. This induces an EMF and a current, which is why this device is called a slide wire generator. Now, remember, if it's not moving, walang nag-generate na EMF. Di ba? Kasi hindi nagbabago yung B at hindi rin nagbabago yung A if it is not moving. Pero pag ginalaw nyo yan, while you are moving it, nagbabago yung A. Pero when you stop moving the slide wire, hindi na nagbabago yung area, mawawala ulit yung EMF. Okay? Remember, EMF is only generated when when something is changing. Okay, either the magnetic field or the area. Okay. So this induces an EMF and a current, which is why this device is called a slide wire generator. So find the magnitude and direction of the resulting induced EMF. Kasi is it zero? Okay. Okay. Yung Spotify age mo, ano, di ba? Ilan? 60? Pati yung jokes mo. Eh. Okay. So, anong nagbabago rito? Magnetic field or area? Okay. So, pwede nating isulat to as P dA dt. Tama? Pwede bang yung cosine phi dito? What is cosine phi?
Sir, what is that? The letter?
Yung alin?
The X, the wire.
Yes. How do you know that yung A ay papasok din? Oh, kasi yung A is the area vector and it's shown in the figure na yung area vector is directed into the page. Okay? Okay? Oh, so dapat naintindihan yung mga bagay niya kaya hindi ako nagsasalita kasi pag sa exam, tatanungin niyo ako, sir, asan dito ang area vector? Eh, syempre, hindi ko sasagutin yan kasi kitang-kita naman sa drawing. Okay? So you have to understand yung mga ganyang mga bagay. Okay? Okay? So what is the angle between the area vector and the magnetic field? Zero. Okay. So ang cosine 0 is 1. So we can simply write yung EMF as negative B dA dt. Okay? Okay. Now, how does the area change in this case? Okay. Yun yung next na question. The area changes because you're moving the slide wire at a speed or at a velocity v. Okay? And that changes over time. So yung distance na tina-travel niya, okay, as time progresses is the velocity times yung time, v dt. So yung v dt dito is yung distance. Nakasunod? Nakasunod? Okay. So yung area ngayon, so yung change in area is equal to, sorry, yung change in area, okay, ang change ng area ang pinag-uusapan, hindi rate of change ng area, is equal to yung length ng slide wire, di ba, yung isang slide, and then multiplied by yung horizontal distance. Pero yung horizontal distance changes. By how much does it change? By V dt. Okay, so V dt. So ang dA dt nyo ngayon is LV. So ang EMF ngayon is negative B LV. So yan yung magnitude, okay, nung EMF. B, the magnetic field, okay, which is given, the length, which is also given, and then yung kung gaano niya kabilis pinapatakbo yung slide wire, which is also given. Ano ngayon yung direction ng tawag dito ng EMF, and therefore yung current din. So, gagamitin niyo yung right hand niyo, di ba? Tuturo niyo dun sa direction ng area. Paano ang ikot niya? Clockwise. Pero, B is positive, A is positive, di ba? So, kailangan niyo i-apply yung negative sign. So, ang direction ng EMF ay counterclockwise. So, yung current ngayon is pa ganyan. Okay? Okay? So, kaya ganyan yung, ganyan yung drawing ng current. Ha? Oh. Wala namang sinasabing, unang-una constant siya eh. And wala namang sinasabi sa problem negative siya. Okay? And obviously, yung area ay lumalaki. Nag-i-increase yung area. Tama? Okay, so, yeah.
This is AC.
Ay, hindi. DC lang yan. DC lang yan. Hindi. Siguro kung ginaganon-ganon mo yung slide wire, pwedeng AC yan kasi nagbabago ng direction yung magnetic field. Yung magnetic field, yung air, yung area. Okay? Any questions? Yes. Okay, good. Doon sa mga online, wala kayong tanong? Sarap ba ng tulog niyo dyan? Uy, si Seth. Wala siyang tanong. Masarap daw ang tulog niya. Tinanong ko, masarap ba ang tulog? Okay. None, sir. Si Mark yung nagsabi. None, sir. Kaya nga pumasok siya nung Monday, pero hindi pumasok sa regular days. Di ba? Nice. Masarap daw ang kain niya. Nang inggit pa ang walang niya. Okay. So, the next example, okay, anong tinatanong dito sa next example? So we have same slide wire, okay? Energy is dissipated in the circuit owing to its resistance, okay? Let the resistance of the circuit made up of the moving slide wire and the U-shaped conductor that connects the ends of the slide wire. So yung buong circle na yan, at a given point, the slide wire's motion be R. So yung resistance is R. So find the rate at which energy is dissipated in the circuit and the rate at which work must be done to move the rod through the magnetic field. So rate at which work must be done to move the rod through the magnetic field. So rate of energy dissipation is what? Anong tawag natin doon sa quantity na yan? Kung gaano kabilis ni-use up ang energy, power. Yung watt ay yung unit. Okay? Pero kung gaano kabilis nyo ginagamit yung energy or gaano yung kabilis tina-transform yung energy, that's called power. Okay? Naalala nyo naman yung example na binigay natin sa power, di ba? Yung ganitong, di ba? Tapos iangat nyo ako. So kung gaano kabilis, yun yung power. Okay? So ganun din dito. So if you have a current and if you have resistance, so yung ano expression for the power? It's I squared R. Okay. Now, ang current, of course, is equal to yung EMF divided by R. Okay? At alam natin yung EMF, di ba? Ang EMF is BLV. Okay, so this is divided by R. So yung power ngayon is equal to BLV over R, okay, squared times R, okay, or yung power is B squared L squared V squared over R. Okay, so yan yung rate of power dissipation. Okay, now the next question is ano yung work that must be done to move the rod through the magnetic field? Okay, so how do we define yung yung work? Ha? Force times distance. Okay? Pero hindi tinatanong dito yung work, kundi rate at which work, okay, must be done. So it's the rate of work. So anong yung pinapahanap dito? It's still power. Kasi remember, work is just energy, di ba? Di ba? So it's still power, pero anong klaseng power yung pinapahanap niya? Yun yung tinatanong. So that work, you need, so ano yung work na yun, bale? Basically. So work that must be done to move the rod through the magnetic field. So work, okay, that must be done to move the rod through magnetic field. How does the rod move? Hindi, how? How? Hindi ko tinatanong yung direction, kundi tinatanong ko kung paano siya nag-move.
Force.
Yes, through a force. Saan galing yung force na yon? Kay Yoda, di ba? Saan galing yung force na yon? Magnetic na force. Anong direction ng magnetic force na yan? Hindi. Well, sabi dito, it's towards the left, di ba? Pero paano niya nalaman na towards the left?
Current.
You know the current, you know the length, and you know the magnetic field. Meron tayong expression for that. Ano kaya yung expression na yun? Diba? Ano kaya? Grabe. Yeah nga. So, ang expression is, for the force is I, L, B. Diba? Of course, dahil cross product yan, may sin phi ka pa. Diba? Pero yung L, ang direction ng L ay pa ganyan. Intindihan nyo kung bakit ganyan ang direction ng L? Kasi same siya sa direction ng current, di ba? And na-determine natin yung direction ng current is clockwise. Counterclockwise, sorry. Clockwise. Counterclockwise. So, tapos anong direction ng B? So, paano ngayon nyo de-determine yung force? So, current, L, di ba? L, pati ako nalito. L cross B. So, paano ang direction ng force? So, L, di ba? Cross B. So, ang direction ng force ay, sabi ni Biancy, to the left, di ba? Okay. So, pati si Biancy marunong ng physics eh. So, naintindihan nyo na kung paano nyo nakuha yung F?
Yes.
Okay. So, kaya nagmo-move yung rod ay dahil sa magnetic force, at kaya may magnetic force ay dahil merong current. Okay? Yon. So, yun yung tinatanong ngayon. May work done to move the rod. And it moves because of the force. Okay. So, ano ang force dito ngayon? Alam natin na ang I is just E over R. Tama? Tapos ang E is, ano ang E? BLV. So, BLV over R times LB. So, equal to sa B squared, L squared, V over R. Ano? Ito, so magnitude lang itong sinusolve natin. Alam naman natin kung saan direction na yung force. So, Now, how do you determine yung power from the force? Yes, yun. Wala, ang dami nyo nakalimutan sa 101 ah. Force times velocity. So, B squared, L squared, V squared over R. But wait. Pareho sila.
Oh. What? No. Why?
I'll make that.
Dapat lang, di ba? Dapat lang. Kasi the power that you use to move the rod, okay, gets dissipated. Di ba? Or the energy that you use to move the rod gets dissipated. Tama? Tama? Okay, so dapat. Or, conservation. So nata-transform lang yung energy from one form to the other. Right? And yung rate ng transformation ng energy, yun yung power. Okay? Yes. Naku, wag niyong kalimutan yun kasi yun yung essence ng universe. Energy is conserved. Yes. Talagang duet pa kayo. Okay, any questions? None? Okay. Ba't tinatanong ko kayo ng any questions? Parati kayong may binabanggit na madre. Ay, sumasagot pala si Mark eh.
Yun.
Power daw. Tamang sagot mo, Mark.
So proud of you.
Ayos. Ang lala nyo raw. Sir, kumag mga nandyan. Andito din ako, no? Okay, sige. Break muna tayo until 11:40. Kanina, nabanggit ko na may isa pang paraan para i-determine yung direction ng magnetic tawag dito ng EMF, okay, ng induced na EMF. And the way to determine yung direction na yon ay through yung tinatawag na Lenz law. Lenz law. So, Lenz law. Okay, so sinasabi ng Lenz law is the direction of any magnetic induction effect is such as to oppose the cause of the effect. Naintindihan niyo ba yan?
Oh.
Okay. Ang tendency ng nature in general is to remain in its current state. Okay, and any change na introduce niyo sa nature, okay, ang gagawin niya is to oppose that change. Okay? Oo. Yun yung gagawin. So, halimbawa, di ba? Ang tawag dito? Nag-set kayo ng alarm. So, gusto niyo pang matulog. Tama?
Ako.
Oo. Ang change na gagawin niyo is babangon kayo, pero ano yung change na gagawin ng nature para i-oppose yung pagbangon ninyo? Yung tendency ninyo. Meron pa akong 10 minutes. Tutulog muna ulit ako. Hanggang sa late ka na pala. Okay? Okay, so ganyan yung nangyayari dyan. Okay, I mean, in general, basically, yan yung sinasabi ng Lenz law. Yung Lenz law is actually a general statement of nature. But yung Lenz law is specific for magnetic field. So, tignan natin dito. So, you have this loop. Okay, and yung tawag dito, yung induced na magnetic field, yung increasing na magnetic field ay paakyat, as shown in the figure. Okay? So ang sinasabi ng Lenz law is that magpo-produce siya ng magnetic field opposite to the increasing magnetic field. So magkakaroon ka ng induced na magnetic field. Okay? Okay? Kasi gusto niyang i-oppose yung change. So, anong direction ngayon yung current, okay, dahil sa induced na magnetic field? Lalagay nyo lang yung right hand nyo dun sa direction ng induced or direction ng opposite dun sa change. Okay? Tapos i-curl nyo yung fingers nyo. And you'll see the same direction siya as the current. Okay? Before, para malaman nyo yung direction ng current, di ba ang ginagawa nyo is ilalagay nyo yung finger nyo dun sa direction ng B, di ba? Yung B is increasing, so yun yung direction. And then i-curl nyo. Di ba? Tapos, babalik na rin natin kasi may negative sign. Tama? Tama? Pero, another way to do it nga is to point your finger or your thumb dun sa direction to oppose that change. In this specific figure, yung change is increasing magnetic field. So, baliktarin mo ngayon yung change na yon, and then just curl the fingers kung saan papunta yung direction ng pag-curl ng fingers, yun din yung direction ng current or ng EMF. Okay, so mas straightforward siya. So tingnan natin kung nag-a-apply yun dun sa ibang examples na lang yan. Okay, wag dyan. Okay, dito. Yan. So anong direction ng ano dito ng current? Sabi natin pa ganyan, di ba? Okay, ano ang nagbabago rito? Nalala niyo ba itong example na to? Yung magnetic field na nagbabago, di ba? Anong direction ng change ng magnetic field? To the left. Remember, it's decreasing in that direction. It's increasing in this direction. Tama? Tama. So, ngayon, ituturo natin ngayon yung thumb natin towards to oppose yung increasing na change. Or kung gusto niyo, decreasing nga siya in this direction, mag-induce kayo ng magnetic field to oppose the change. Di ba? Okay? So, yung dun lang tayo sa increasing. So, increasing siya dito. So, ang change ay paganyan. Okay? O yung induce, paganyan. So, pag kinurl yung fingers nyo, yan na yung current na makukuha ninyo. Okay? Okay. So, apply natin dito. Huwag dyan, kasi ano yan, AC yan eh. Apply natin dyan. Kanina sabi natin, para makuha natin yung yung tawag dito, yung current, anong ginawa natin? Yung B, paganyan. Di ba? Tapos, yung A, paganyan. Pero yung vector ay paganyan. Tama? Tinuro natin siya. Ang nagbabago rito ngayon ay yung area. So, yung thumb, ilalagay natin sa direction ng area, hindi sa magnetic field kasi yung magnetic field is constant. Tama? Okay. So, ang change ay paganyan. Gusto mong i-oppose yung change na yun. Tama? Okay? So, ang direction ng current ngayon ay paganyan, which is exactly yung nakadrawing dyan. Okay? Okay?
So, sir, essentially, the direction of the current is the same as the induced EMF.
Is the same as the EMF that's induced to oppose the change. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so ganun din, same example naman to be. Okay, so anyway, ang point lang dun is Lenz law is just another way to to determine kung ano yung current. Okay? So now you have two ways to determine. Okay, now any questions? Any questions? So wala from online, wala. Okay. Now balik tayo dito sa ano. Tignan natin specifically yung rod, conducting rod dun sa ano, dun sa sliding, yung sliding rod, okay? Dun sa discussion natin sa mga previous na examples. Okay? So if we have this rod, okay, at yung rod na yan ay gumagalaw in that direction, yun yung V. Okay? Ano ngayon yung tawag dito? At sa loob ng rod na to, dahil ano siya, metallic siya, di ba? Or conducting siya, merong mga charges. Okay, let's say na yung charge is positive. Okay? Ano ang nararamdaman ng charge na yan while the rod moves? Okay? So to determine kung ano yung nararamdaman ng rod, syempre alamin natin yung force. Diba? Kasi force is being applied to the charge. Okay? Okay. So again, yung charge na yan ay nandun sa loob ng rod. Okay. Now, as the rod moves, makakaramdam ng force yung charge at yung magnitude ng force is QVB. Okay. Bakit walang sign? So remember, ang magnetic force is QV cross B. Ang V ay paganyan, ang B ay paganyan, ang angle between them ay 90. Ang sign ng 90 is, excuse me, sorry, 1. So kaya QVB na lang yung magnitude niya. So in terms of magnitude, ang force is just QVB. Now, anong direction ng force? B cross B. So yung direction ng force ay pataas. So yung charge na yan ay mag-move upward. Lahat ng positive charges actually will move upward. So kung ganyan lang, stationary lang yung, ganyan, rod lang siya pero nag-move yung rod towards the direction, imagine niyo lahat ng positive charges mag-move paakyat. Anong mangyayari sa negative charges? Mag-move siya pababa. Diba? So magkakaroon kayo ngayon ng separation ng charges. Kaya kayo may EMF. Kasi may concentration kayo ng plus charge sa taas at may concentration kayo ng minus charge sa baba. Okay? Okay? So kaya may EMF. So meron na kayong may voltage na kayo. Positive sa taas, negative sa ilalim. Now, if you put that rod dun sa U-shaped na wire, okay, you're now going to allow yung charges to flow. Okay? Yung positive charge magfo-flow, di ba nandito yung concentration ng positive charge? Oops. Saan na? Nandito yung concentration ng positive charge, di ba? At nandito yung concentration ng negative charge. Okay, obviously hindi mag-move in this direction yung positive charge. Dahil kasi nga tinutulak nga siya ng magnetic force paakyat, di ba? Di ba? So hindi siya mag-move along the rod. Nandoon siya sa taas. Saan siya mag-move? Dito sa sliding rod. Okay? Okay, kaya kayo may current. Okay? Okay, so ngayon mas naintindihan niyo na yung nangyayari sa sliding wire na ito. Okay. And alam natin na yung EMF na produce dito is yung velocity times yung magnetic field times yung ang tawag dito yung length ng sliding na rod. So ang tawag natin dito actually is motional EMF.
It's a closed circuit.
Yes, it is a closed circuit. Yes. Yun yung tinatanong ko kanina kung bakit ganyan, bakit hindi siya nagmo-move along the wire. Kasi nga, may force eh. Pino-force, yung magnetic force pushes the positive charges to move upward. So, hindi siya gagalaw pababa dahil sa magnetic force na yun. Okay. Now, this equation is a simplified equation for the motional EMF. In general, ang motional EMF is V cross B dot DL. Yes. Hindi, pati yung negative syempre. Yung negative naman punta sa opposite end ng wire. Kasi yung force will push it downward. Will pull it downward. Push or pull. Whatever. Okay, so V cross B dot DL. So yan yung motional EMF. Okay. Yan yung general form ng motional EMF. Yes. Hmm?
Isang equation sa
Dito?
BBL lang tapos may line na
Kasi anong tawag dito? Pag kinuha mo lang yung magnitude. So if you apply itong equation na ito, yung general equation to the rod, yung V mo kasi at saka yung B, yung V cross B is just VB. 'Di ba? Kasi 'di ba VB sin phi siya eh, pero yung angle between them sinabi natin na 90. So kaya VB lang siya. And it's constant. V is constant, yung B is also constant. So pwede mo siyang ilabas sa integral. Ang matitira is yung integral na lang ng DL. Pero yung integral ng DL is yung length lang ng wire. Kaya, so you can derive this one, okay, from the general form. Okay.
That's so random.
Pero BBL yun BBL yun. Mga alam ninyo. Okay. Any questions? So, motional EMF in a slide wire generator. Okay, suppose the moving rod is in the figure. So, itong figure na ito. Okay, is 0.10 meters long. The velocity V is 2.5 meters per second, and the total resistance of the loop is 0.03 ohms. Okay. B is 0.60 Tesla. Find the motional EMF, the induced current, and the force acting on the rod. So the motional motional EMF is Brazilian, but a Brazilian butt lift is equal to U. Para matandaan nyo ng ang speed ay 2.5 meters per second. Ang magnetic field is 0.060 Tesla. And yung length is 0.10 meters. So yung magnitude ng EMF is 0.15 volts. Anong induced current? So knowing yung resistance, 0.030 ohms. So EMF divided by R, so 0.15 volts divided by 0.03 ohms. So equal to sa 5 amperes. Tama? Okay, and then, ano yung force acting on the rod? So yung force acting on the rod ay makukuha nyo from I, L cross B. Now yung L and B, okay, yung L ay sa direction na ito. So yung L and B ay perpendicular sa isa't isa. Tama? Okay. So anong ang angle between them is 90. So sin 90 is, so yung magnitude is just I, L, B. We already know what I is, so 5 amperes. And then yung length ay 0.10 meters, and then yung magnetic field ay 0.60 Tesla. So yung magnitude ng force ay 0.30 newtons. Yes. Technical naman lahat to.
The direction of L is the same as the current, right?
Yes.
So, confused na ako dun sa.
Okay. Tama. Packet.
Packet.
Yeah, packet. So,
What's the-
kung anong direction ng current?
Paano yung direction of current? Direction.
Yes.
However, if to solve, well, in that equation, wala naman talagang level of loss of current. So, I don't really think that. Kaya, yung like, no more.
Yep.
That's why I was like, this is what na,
Mhm. Wow. Okay, any questions? Now, there are two more subsections. Okay, induced electric fields at saka eddy currents. Pero iwan ko na yan, i-move ko na yan sa when we discuss. I-discuss natin yan pag diniscuss na natin yung Maxwell's equations in last chapter. Okay, para mas mag-make sense. Para mas mag-make sense. Yun na nga yung sinasabi ko, wala nang quiz show. Kaya magbibigay na lang ng exercises. Yun yung ni-request last time. Walang quiz show kasi walang pasok sa Friday. Di ba? Labor Day. Pero wala kayong gagawin, di ba? Ang ironic, di ba? Labor Day, pero wala kayong gagawin. Okay, sige. Any questions? Yes, so that's yung coverage ng Oo. Sige, gusto nyo try mag-solve ng exercises?
30 minutes. 28 minutes.
Lalim.
So, diba?
Ha? Hindi mo na sa na yun sa Maxwell's. Mhm.
Or pareho lang. Tapos,
Ano yun? Diniscuss natin.
Diniscuss.
Sa example. Hindi naman nag-matter kung ano ginagamit nyo eh. Ang importante kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng ano na yun.
My notes are white, blue, yellow, red, like the should have taken. Damn, bro. Now so you're happy. There's there is a next year going after that. I want to ask.
Sige, ano.
Ito may isa may ulangan.
Number, sabi mo lang yung number. Okay. Sa 29 muna tayo kasi naglayo tayo sa ano. Tumitingin din ako ng exercises mo sa 29. 29.27. Okay, so try natin i-solve tong exercise na ito. Okay, so let's try to solve this exercise. 29.27. Okay, so a conducting rod shown in figure E 29.27 makes contact with metal rails CA and DB. Okay, the apparatus is in a uniform magnetic field of 0.800 Tesla, perpendicular to the plane of the figure. We find the magnitude of the EMF induced in the rod when it is moving toward the right with the speed of 7.5 meters per second. Okay, tapos in what direction does the current flow in the rod? Okay, and then C, if the resistance of the circuit is A, B, DC, is 1.5 ohms, find the force, magnitude, and direction required to keep the rod moving to the right with a constant speed of 7.5 meters per second. Okay, so you can ignore friction. Compare the rate at which mechanical work is done by the force with the rate at which thermal energy is developed in the circuit. Okay, so letter A, anong approach natin dito? Tignan muna, ilagay muna natin lahat ng given. Ang given ay yung magnetic field, 0.800 Tesla, it's uniform. Okay, perpendicular to the plane of the figure as shown dun sa figure. Ano pa yung given? Yung speed, 7.5 meters per second towards the right. In what direction does the current flow if the resistance is 1.5? Sige. So, letter A, ang pinapahanap ay yung magnitude of the induced EMF. So, may expression na tayo for that, di ba? Tama. Brazilian butt lift. Brazilian. Okay. Ano ang V? 7.5 Okay, dito ko na lang lalagay sa baba. Kasi mukhang kulang yung space. So A is equal to VBL 7.5 meters per second times ano yung magnetic field? 0.8 Tesla times ano yung L? 0.5 meters. So, anong sagot dito?
2.5 times
0.8 times 8 times 5, 40. Tapos dalawang decimal places, di ba? So 0.4. O 7.5 times 4. That's just 7.5. 7.5 times 0.4 pala. So that's 7.5 times 4, which is 1530 divided by 10. So 3. Tama? 3 volts. O kasi nung panahon namin, wala kaming calculator. Nagmamakaawa pa eh. Paawa pa eh. Wala kasi kaming calculator nung... Ha? Oh, time changes nga. Oh. Pero yung skill nandun pa rin.
1 line divided by
Next. In what direction does the current flow? Ayan. Two ways ha. Two ways to determine yung direction ng current flow. So kung unahin natin yung yung ano yung ginagawa natin before, negative d phi b dt. Okay, yung flux, ano nagbabago dito? Yung area. Tama? Okay. So may direction ba for the area? Wala. Wala. Okay lang, pwede kayong pumili. Yes. So anong gusto yung piliin na direction ng area? Into. Pinagaya nyo lang yung ano, yung okay, so area, vector. Yan. Okay. So, it increases in that direction. Yung magnetic field is in that direction. So, ano ngayon yung tawag dito? Ano yung current ngayon na dumadaan? Ganyan, counterclockwise. Di ba? Clockwise pala. Pero may negative sign. So, counterclockwise yung current. So, yung current, ganyan. So, current is counterclockwise as shown by the red arrow in the figure. Clear ba yan? Clear? Yan, sinasabi ko lang ha, kasi pag nag-exam, pag nakita ko to, sinabi nyo na shown in the red by the red arrow in the figure, titignan ko yung red arrow, okay, tama. Intindihan nyo? Kasi kailangan nyo i-communicate sa akin na naintindihan ninyo sa exam. Yes. Na? Pwede naman. Basta kailangan nyo lang i-communicate ng maayos. Letter C. If the resistance of the circuit ABDC is 1.5 ohms, find the force required to keep the rod moving to the right with constant speed 7.5 meters per second. Find the force, magnitude and direction ba? To keep it moving to towards the right. So I, anong force? Okay. Ang I, anong direction ng L ngayon? Same as so sa figure it's from B to A. Para klaro, di ba? The direction of L is from B to A. or yan. Okay. Okay. So ang force is I L cross B. So, anong direction ng force? Towards the left.
So, direction natin, tapos kung saan may prefer yung fingers is yung so, ito yung
Okay.
the word is constant.
Using the right hand rule gives F direction to the left. Thanks, Beyonce. Okay. And yung magnitude ILB alam niyo naman na ang current is LB 3 volts divided by 1.5 ohms times yung length na 0.5 meters times 0.800 Tesla. Tama ba? So, ang force is 0.4 times 2.
Wait.
0.8. Okay? May questions? Oh, merong tanong. Wala pa. Okay, letter D. Compare the rate at which mechanical work is done by the force with the rate at which thermal energy is developed in the circuit. Okay, so, ano yung rate, ano yung power dissipation dahil dun sa force na yun? Hindi, dahil sa force. Oh, that's applied force. F times V. Okay. Facebook.
Facebook. From
From Brazilian butt lift. Alam natin yung force, di ba? 0 point. Oo nga. And then yung velocity ay? So, ang power dahil sa force na yan ay 6 watts. Okay. Now, yung thermal dissipation is given by I squared R. Okay. Ang I is E squared over R squared times R or E squared over R. Tama? So ang EMF ay okay, 3 volts squared divided by okay, so 9 divided by 1.5 ay 6 watts. Anong ibig sabihin yan? So yung energy na ginagamit nyo para i-move yung wire, it gets dissipated through the resistance. Yes. So yung mechanical energy gets converted to heat. And yung heat na yon ay dahil dun sa resistance. Okay? Okay, so yun yung interpretation dyan. Okay. Tignan natin itong exercise na to. We have time for one more. Three dots. The shrinking loop. A circular loop of flexible iron wire has an initial circumference of 165 centimeters. But its circumference is decreasing at a constant rate of 12.0 centimeters per second due to a tangential pull on the wire. Okay, so the loop is in a constant uniform magnetic field oriented perpendicular to the plane of the loop and with magnitude 0.5 Tesla. Find find the EMF induced in the loop at the instant when 9 seconds have passed. And letter B, find the direction of the induced current in the loop as viewed looking along the direction of the magnetic field. So, syempre, dito ngayon walang drawing para i-assist tayo, di ba? So, kailangan nyo mag-drawing ng sarili ninyo. So, first we draw a serial. Okay, sandali ay, shit, hindi ko pala dala. Na-disconnect yung pen or naubos na yung battery ng pen. Ano nangyari? Silly. Meron pa naman. Na-disconnect yung pen ko eh. Wala nang ink. Nawala ng ink. Sorry. Okay, anyway. Paano natin gagawin to? Hindi, I mean, yung pen, pwede bang finger? Paano magsulat dito ng gamit ng daliri? Settings, stylus and palm rejection. Parang pangalan ng kung fu technique yun Stylus and palm rejection. Bakit siya na-disconnect? Labo naman ito. Kaya nga eh. Okay, anyway, try na lang natin na imagine na nagsusulat ako.
Whiteboard.
Ha? Whiteboard pero hindi na nakikita naman.
Kailangan yan, si Mark lang
At saka si Seth.
Pwede namin picture rin
Sige, ganun na lang. Picturean na lang. Hindi, syempre mamaya pwede ko nang isulat. So, okay, anyway. So, saan tayo magsisimula? Sa whiteboard, di ba? Yun. Ano ang EMF dito? Ano expression for the EMF? rate of change ng anong nagbabago? B, DA, DT. So, di pa tayo nagdo-drawing, no? Kailangan natin mag-drawing ng circle. Okay, dun sa mga online, nagdo-drawing ako ng circle. Okay.
Video call ko kasi Carl.
Actually, pwede ko naman atang yun yung cam. Yung cam.
Yun. Special naman yung mic.
Yan, tanggalin ko lang yung ano, background kasi may background akong ginamit. Mm. Virtual background. None. Yan. Okay. Shoot, nakikita ba? Hindi yata nakikita eh. Okay. Sige. Good luck na lang. Okay. Dapat yata yung block yung gamitin ko. Ay shit, 5 minutes na lang. Bilisan natin. Ito yung circle. Anong circumference ng circle? 1.65
meters.
Yes. Ang rate ng change ng circumference ay
Now we're going to go bigger percent.
okay? Yes. So, ang sabi dito ay magnetic field oriented perpendicular to the plane of the loop with magnitude 0.5 Tesla. Pero hindi niya sinabi kung anong direction, no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Pwede tayong tumili. Talagang into the page yung gusto niya, no? Sige.
Says view along the direction of the magnetic field, so into the page. View.
Okay, viewed looking along the direction of the magnetic field. Pero hindi mo na binanggit ko ano yung direction ng magnetic field. So, pag define natin na yung direction ng magnetic field ay into the page, sa letter B, ang reference natin yun is into the page na. Pero pag define natin na out of the page, sa letter B, isipin natin yung magnetic field. So, kailangan pa rin natin pumunta. Okay? Okay, so yan yung magnetic field natin. Okay. Tapos, sabi dito, ano yung, tinatanong kung ano yung EMF, right? After 9 seconds. Now, the thing is, ang binigay sa atin ay DC dt. Pero ang inaano natin ay dA. Yes, kailangan nyo hanapin yung dA dt, di ba? Kailangan nyo malaman yung radius. Tama? Tama? So, ang C ay equal sa? Okay? Tapos, ang A ay equal sa? So, pi times C over 2 pi square. So, lang yan?
Yes.
Okay. So, equal mo yun to sa? Over 4 pi. Tama ba? Tama?
Yes.
So, ang dA dt ay equal sa 2C dC dt over 4 pi. Right? Yes. Alam natin circumference. Alam natin yung DC dt. Tama? So, alam natin yung dA, dA. So, makukuha natin yung EMF. Okay? May silbi pa ba yung 9 seconds? Meron naman. Kung hindi tayo magkakalkulus, pwede nyo i-apply itong mga to. Diba? Kasi alam niyo na yung alam niyo na yung circumference, diba? Alamin niyo na lang yung circumference after 9 seconds. Tapos makukuha niyo yung area after 9 seconds. Kunin niyo yung circumference before at t equals 0, yung area at t equals 0, then saka niyo i-compute yung change ng A. After 9 seconds. Naintindihan yung sinasabi ko? So, yun yung isang paraan. Pero ito, ginamitan natin ng calculus.
So, kung just sa scenario na yun, so parang negative 0.12 meters per second times 9.
Oo, dapat negative to. Tama. Kasi nag-decrease siya.
Times 9.
Yes, times. So, dc dt times c times 1.65. Okay, times 2 divided by 4.5. Yan yung ipapasok nyo ngayon doon. Times yung BI 0.5 Tesla. So, ilan lahat yun? Okay, medyo mahirap na, no? Pero nakuha nyo naman yung ano, idea. And mag-12:30 na rin kasi. Ano yung direction ng anong direction ng induced current?
I in the air, so like that.
Okay, anong nagbabago? B or A?
Eh,
A. Hindi pa tayo pumili ng direction ng area vector. Diba? Ano ang direction ng area vector? Kaya naman.
or counterclockwise.
Okay. So kung ganyan, ang A, pero decreasing yung direction na yan. Diba? So, ibig sabihin negative, diba? So pag inano nyo, pag tawag dito, pag kinurl nyo yung fingers ninyo na ganyan, anong direction ng current ngayon? Clockwise.
Oh,
So yun yung tamang sagot.
You also.
Kaya hindi nyo na kailangan i-apply yung negative kasi nga yung dA/dt is negative.
it cancels.
Okay? Okay? Medyo marami lang iisipin, pero you get all these things, okay, by really solving problems. Okay? So, dun sa list of list of lectures, lalagay ko dun yung anong tawag dito? Ilalagay ko rin din yung mga exercises na pwedeng i-try na i-solve. Pero hindi kayo limited na mag-solve. No? And then sa Monday, baba tayo. IB 104 tayo sa Monday. Sa baba.
Ito po yung gagawin namin. Pero na namin is disregard to.
Yeah.
Pwede na.
Pero kapag nag-integral po kami,
Wala. Hindi nyo kailangan mag-integrate. Kailangan nyo lang alamin yung initial circumference, makukuha nyo yung initial area. And then yung,
so that's another method.
yes, and then yung area after 9 seconds.
So there's multiple methods.
Yes.
Calculus lang.
Hindi na.
You have to.
Yeah.